Alright guys, we're back with another episode of LA Noire. We're doing the Naked City still. This is taking a while. I just realized we're on part 31 of this fucking Let's Play. I can't believe it's been taking this long, but this could go over 40 parts at this point. But we'll see. We'll see how it turns out.
I guess the wedding's
It's
off.
5:30
robbed her mother
right now.
And killed her best friend. Cut the guy some slack.
So how does the doctor fit in?
That's what we're about to find out. Maybe
So at
we
the end of
should
the last
ask him
episode,
to
I was just
give
talking
you a
about,
quick once
I was
over.
like looking at my
That
list of
meathead
favorite
gave
games of
you
all
one
time and
hell
that
of
sort
a
of
base
stuff.
thing.
Like going
I've
over
had
certain
worse.
things.
You should have seen yourself staggering.
Because like
back in there
I'm
like a
usually not
drunken
near my
sailor.
computer when I
Next
record,
time
but
you
right
can
now I
take the
moved my
running
computer
I
nearby.
didn't box in the Marines,
I moved
though,
my
did I?
PS4 nearby
never
where
told
I
me.
have my computer, so it's like, I'll go over it. Yeah, I have the list of my, like, the last time I did a top 10, like, I top 100 games of all time list was earlier this year. I don't remember exactly when, but I have it in front of me now. And I talk about this list a lot on the channel, but I never actually go through it. But yeah, I have it in front of me now. So I never, like, get it super accurate. Yeah, I have one that's Super Mario 64. Then The Witcher 3. Again, this is going to be changed. I mean, this is from months ago. And I think at this point, again, The Witcher 3 is probably my favorite game of all time. I do think it's taken that position at this point. But yeah, then I have Super Mario 64, I have The Witcher 3, then Mass Effect 2, which I think Mass Effect 2 is a bit high on this list, to be honest. Then I have Pokemon Fire Red, which is probably a little bit high as well. Then there's The Last of Us, which I think it is too high. Again, I think a lot of this needs to be rearranged. I mean, this was made in, I think, April, so 5 months ago. But, yeah, this definitely needs to be changed. 505, right? So this one? Yeah. Yeah, then Super Smash Brothers, which, to be honest, I think
Hang on a moment, sister.
stays above certain games I just listed. Then Persona 5, which I think Persona 5 probably moves up, to be honest. I don't think it necessarily moves up, but I think it stays where it is, which allows it to move up, just because other things are moving down.
Is here to see you,
but whatever.
and he says it's
And Assassin's Creed Origins, I think, moves down. Uncharted 4 is probably still there. Then I have The Walking Dead as number 10. I think that's probably going down a bit. You know, I love The Walking Dead, but I just think it's, I don't know. I don't feel right having it in my top 10, really.
I'm so glad you came. Prison will be better than insanity, and I'm already half insane with grief. Do you know that I loved her? I ruined my life for her, and yet I still love her.
Will you testify in court that Arnett and Randall did these robberies?
They organized the robberies. Julie would get the names of the guests attending my wife's parties. Didn't matter how much money I showered upon
Yeah,
her.
this is definitely a much more interesting, I mean, this was a pre-order bonus. This is a pretty good mission, though.
Never really
It's
cared.
long, though. That's the problem I have. This is part 4, I believe, of doing this mission, but this has been pretty good. Is this the end, or is there more? Because well, they mentioned like a Willy or something, right?
You'll
We still
call
haven't done that.
Dr. Gerard. No. Please don't cry. I want to see no one. Not my wife, or my children, nor my friends. And I don't want a lawyer. Just lock me up and throw away the key. What have I done?
Oh, what the fuck?
Didn't see that coming.
Oh, that's depressing. I mean, okay, fine, I guess.
Operator,
Yeah,
give
and
me
then
dispatch.
continuing on with the list, I mean, you have God of War 2018, which I don't know. I really don't know where to put God of War. I think it's such a tough game to rank for me. Because to be honest, I was let down by God of War, but it was still really fucking great. So it's like, I don't know. Then you got Brotherhood, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, which I think moves up. Probably switches spots with Origins. You got Horizon Zero Dawn, which I think moves up. Turnips Underground, which probably stays where it is. Life is Strange, probably stays where it is. Mario Kart Super Circuit, probably stays where it is. Black Flag probably stays where it is. SSX Tricky, then Catherine, which I think Catherine probably moves up. I think my respect for Catherine as a game has gone up in the last few months.
Let's try and wrap this up then.
Wilson Reed. Okay. So who's Wilson again? Like, who's Willie? Shit. Okay, there we go. Oh my god, I really have it down. Holy fuck. I'm looking at this I'm shocked by some like placements on this list. Like Yoshi's Island's 21. I feel like that's a bit too low, to be honest.
Would you throw it all away for a woman? Life has a way of making you pay.
Heavy Rain's at 23. I think that maybe that's a bit high. Uncharted 2's at 22. I don't know. Tales from Borderlands at 24. Final Fantasy 15 is at 29. I think that might be a bit high, though. I don't know. Maybe it is that high. The one I was like really surprised with, Firewatch, I have at 31. I feel like that's way too high for Firewatch. I really like Firewatch, but I feel like, yeah, 31 is too high for that.
You're behind the wheel. Fine,
okay.
Where are we headed?
Conker's Bad Fur Day is pretty high on here, 33. I didn't think it was that high. But yeah, I do like Conker's Bad Fur Day, obviously. Mind you, the problem with Conker's Bad Fur Day is that I played Live and Reloaded more. Well, Bad Fur Day is better because it has, or I shouldn't say better, but like, I mean, it's uncensored. While Live and Reload is censored but has better graphics and like better gameplay for the most part. I mean, it's like it feels better to play than the
kids around here say he plays the
N64
Find the
version.
game well and have the commander set up a dragnet. We want the area closed off. We'll take this out of the street.
Trying to look at what else that's worth mentioning. Rise of Tomb Raider I have at 37.
Playing wrestler.
I think that's about right. I have Arkham Knight at 38. I think that's.
Keep your eyes open and your mouth
I don't know if that's high or not because really, I mean, it's representative of the Arkham games in general. And which, by the way, when I said that last time I updated this list was like in May or so, that's with the exception of new games I've played since then.
You hear that?
Wait, what's going on? Wait, where's this? Wait, why is Rusty here? Wait, where's this apartment that we're going to? What are we doing? What are we doing? I really don't know.
Come on, Phelps. Even Roy looks like he's working. Get on with it.
What are we going on with? Like, where can we go in? I don't see any where we can go in from. What are we doing? I'm so fucking confused. What the fuck are we doing? Okay. Are we going here? Oh, okay. I guess that was where we're going. Wait, what the fuck is going on now? Oh, the harmonica.
LAPD, give yourself up.
Okay. Oh, I thought he was there. Where the fuck did he go? Wait, go to the rooftop? Oh, he went to the rooftop. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at the list, see if there's anything else surprising. Yeah, oh yeah, when I said I haven't updated it since May, that's with the exception of games I played for the first time since then, which I added to the list, but I didn't do it in like a really, like I didn't really do it in a good way. Like I just like threw it on the list at wherever I thought it would be. But again, it's not super accurate, that's why I didn't. But yeah, I guess I put Arkham Knight at 38, which I do think in retrospect is a bit high. But again, it is representative of all the Arkham games, just because I only wanted to have one Arkham game on there, just because they're all so similar. And I do think Arkham Knight is probably the best game out of the bunch. Even though obviously there are problems with it. Yeah, I have Nier Automata at 43. I think that's probably about right. I have a South Park Stick of Truth at 42.
Hold it.
Which,
He's got to be around
yeah,
here somewhere.
I mean, I don't know.
No place to go unless you
That's
grew
probably
wings.
about right.
There he
Gravity Rush 2 is at 40. I don't know, maybe. Ah, fuck. Can we not get up there? Oh shit. How is he not dead? Like, we've shot him like 5 times. Okay.
Son of a bitch really picked a spot for it up here, didn't he?
Alright, we did it. I don't know why he said it like
Randall's folks are flying in from New
Shadow
York
Mordor, I have at 49. I think that's about right.
So,
I don't know. Maybe actually, is that a bit high?
made of porcelain.
It's probably about
Really
right.
made an impression.
Looking at the rest of the list, I have Grand Theft Auto 5 at 55. I think that's probably.
You
Oh,
guys
it's
did
tough.
good
I
work
think Grand
here
Theft Auto is
today.
tough because the reason I have it at 55 is because I have Watch Dogs at
I think you
56.
should
I do
buy
think Grand
your
Theft Auto
brother
5 is better
officers
than
a
Watch
drink.
Dogs.
Do you now? That's very generous of you.
Again, if I were to redo
Lieutenant.
this list, I feel like both of them would drop down. That's the thing that's inaccurate about this list is that, again, it's a lot of the newer games that I play. Okay, we finished it. Ooh, we got all the clues and everything. Oh no, how much vehicle damage did we do? Oh, we still got 5. Okay. Alright. So back to the main game. This is the final Vice mission, I believe. Which means after this, we're heading into the final act of the game. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, this list is just super inaccurate at this point. That's why I would like to do another one, but I started to do it, and I realized, like, fuck, that's a lot of work. And I just decided not to. But yeah. Yeah, I have Sleeping Dogs at 59. I think that's a bit high. I have L.A. Noire at 58. Which, to be honest, I think moves up. Actually, I have it lower than Grand Theft Auto 5. So I do think that moves up.
Firing call. The 22nd are still fighting.
I have Until Dawn at 66, which I believe at the beginning of the year wasn't even on the list, just because I didn't love it. I have Mass Effect Andromeda at 63. I think that's a bit high, to be honest. Even though I did really enjoy it on the replay, I do think that's still high.
It's over, Cole. Looks like you're one of the lucky ones.
Goodbye to your friend Hank, Jack.
He was your
I have
friend
Beyond
too,
Two Souls
Cole.
at 67. I think that's a bit high.
Is this how you're going to leave him? Are you wounded?
I have Resident Evil 4 at 70. God damn, I didn't realize it was that
Get out
low.
of that fucking hole.
And the problem with Resident Evil 4 is I just haven't played it in a long time. I really need to replay it. So I'm sure once I replay it, it'll be much higher. But I just haven't played it in a while.
Yes.
I mean, like, if you asked me, like, I think 8 years ago,
Gone, sir.
7 years ago, whatever, or like whenever around the time I started my original, or not my original, but my previous YouTube channel where I did game collecting and everything, Resident Evil 4 would have been one of my top 5 games of all time.
What's your name?
Lieutenant Phelps, sir.
I'm recommending you for the Silver Star and promoting you to First Lieutenant.
Okay. I have A Way Out at 71. I think that's way too high. I don't even know if it's on the list, to be honest, in retrospect. I really like A Way Out. It's just, it's probably on the list. It's just, it's much lower. I think it's like in the 90s. Manifest Destiny. So, okay, I want to look up the list of missions just to make sure this is the last one.
A shooting at the 111 Club.
Yeah, this is the last place.
6232 Hollywood Boulevard. Sounds like a homicide beef. 2 of the dead guys caught in the crossfire were carrying Army surplus morphine. Get over there before homicide tramples all over the place. We already cleared that up. Judge in Pasadena took the big sleep yesterday.
AC Unity, I have at 80.
He had a personal stash of 20 cigarettes.
Which I think is about right.
Get all of it.
Darksiders, I have at 81. Resident Evil 7, I only have at 83. I think that needs to be moved up. And Valkyria Chronicles, I only have at 84. I feel like that needs to be moved up. No, I mean, the thing about Valkyria Chronicles is it's a really frustrating game. It's a great game. I love almost everything they do with Valkyria Chronicles, but
A dead judge.
it's really fucking frustrating if you...
Everyone has their vices.
Wait, what?
Even you, Phelps.
I wasn't even trying to follow him. I was trying to go straight. What the fuck? Oh, can we not exit this way though? Okay, maybe not.
I gave his wife a tap.
Okay. So yeah, it's almost 6 o'clock now. So yeah, I don't know if we're gonna finish this by the end of today. I was hoping we would, but who knows? Wait, that's the... Oh no! What the fuck? Go straight! There we go.
Can you drive to this one?
Yeah, I have Ratchet and Clank on the list, the 2016 game. At 85. I think that's about right, though. I think that's a pretty good spot for it. And yeah, I mean, that's about it of the, like,
Parker and
notable
Green are
stuff.
going
At least stuff that
toe-to-toe for the
relates
top
to the
job.
channel. Like, stuff that I
There's a
played on the
change
channel,
in the
whatever
wind.
else.
About time.
This wind will be like a tornado, Phelps. Parker's got a puritanical streak. You never know we'll get swept up in
Yeah, I
a thing
also have
like
my
that.
list from previous years on here, too, which is interesting. Yeah, this is my list from 2016 that I have on here. Number 1 game of all time, Super Mario 64. Number 2, The Last of Us. 3, Smash Bros. Melee. 4, Black Flag. 5, Pokemon Fire Red. 6, Yoshi's Island. 7, Uncharted 2. 8, Soul Calibur 2. Mind you, this was done in the beginning of 2016, I believe. So that's why Uncharted 4 isn't on here. And that's why I don't believe any PS4 games would be on here. Because I hadn't played any game from this generation, or at least very minimal games from this generation at that point. Because I didn't own a current gen console until the end of 2016.
Mikowski. Phelps. Back again. We're here about the morphine. Over by the
But yeah, then
bandstand.
Soul
See
Calibur
what's
2
left
is
of the
at
owner,
8.
Eddie
That was
McGoldrick.
really, that's
26,
really
former
fucking
Marine.
high. I love
I know
Soul
Eddie
Calibur
McGoldrick.
2, but I would
Was a
not have it at
non-common
8
minority.
nowadays. A lot of the placements here are really
Waitress
fucked.
said he
Holy
recently
shit,
came
I'm
to
looking at
somebody's
this
body
list.
club.
Like,
Who's the
again, like
other?
I just feel like my taste in gaming has just
Fiddleston
changed so
Bow.
much, and it's
Get
so
this,
funny
they
to
used
look
be in a
back on it.
four-piece, but the trombone player and the drummer OD'd.
Don't tell me. Lamont and Tyree. We've met the rest
Yeah,
of
I
the
think 10 Mass
Now
Effect
they're a
2.
no-piece.
9 is Catherine. I forgot to mention that.
Do you mind if we
11
take a
is
look
Walking
around?
Dead Season
Be my
1.
guest.
12
You might wanna
Mario
word with the
Kart
hostess,
Super
too.
Circuit.
I'll keep her
13
company
Jack and
until we
Daxter.
get
I feel like that's a bit high. 14 Super Smash Brothers Deluxe. That's a bit high. 15 Roller Coaster Tycoon. I think that's a bit high. 16 Enslaved. A little bit high, but not too much. 17 Tony Hawk's Underground. 18 is Conker's Live and Reloaded. I think that was around the time that I just played it
Another day.
for the first time, like Live and Reloaded. Because for Conker's Bad Fur Day, I played some of. I've actually never finished Bad Fur Day, by the way. I've only finished Live and Reloaded. I think that was at the time that I finished it, and it's at 18,
dozen
which
rounds.
I think it's a little bit high, but I don't think it's
Sends a
that
message.
ridiculous. And Conker's Bad Fur Day is pretty great. Jet Force Gemini at 19, I think, is a bit high in retrospect. The thing is, for the longest time, I always thought of Jet Force Gemini as one of my favorite games because it's a game I played as a kid. However, I went back and played it, like, again, a couple years ago, and I realized I think I've only played like a quarter of the game when I was a kid. And like I tried to play it now, and it's like it's fine. It's a good game. It's just it's definitely not like one of my favorite games of all time, sort of quality.
When you're ready to have a civil conversation, we can.
Yeah, this list is definitely a lot more catered towards older sort of games. I mean, there's some PS3 games here, like Prince of Persia. I have at 20, which I do think obviously is a bit high. Prince of Persia 2008, mind you, which is a bit high. I do really love Prince of Persia 2008, and I think even on my modern list. Let's see. Yeah, I have it at 27, so I mean, it's not even that much lower. I think I agree with that. Again, I really love Prince of Persia 2008. I think it's such a shame that people didn't like it. And a lot of the complaints from critics were just dumb. Like, I mean, the biggest complaint from critics was that, oh, the game's too easy. It's like, no, it's just that you could restart the fucking thing right afterwards. I mean, it's convenient. It's not fucking easy. Like, doing the actual things is like, doing the actual, like, parkour moves is, like, difficult sometimes. It's just, yeah, you get the restart right afterwards. It's like, yeah, it just makes it, that's better. Like, what do you mean it's too fucking easy? But whatever. And the combat's pretty shit. But you only use the combat, like like what, like 12 times in the entire game, maybe. So I think a lot of people's criticism of the game is
case. Someone cared for this instrument.
Super accurate. I don't know if accurate's the right word, by the way. Donkey Kong Country at 23 is a bit high. Resident Evil 4 at 24. I think that's about right. I actually think 24 for Resident Evil 4 is about right for me. The problem is I just haven't played it recently, and I really... Yeah, what was that click? I would just really like to. I plan on eventually picking it up for PS4. If I see it for like $10 or so. I'll pick it up for PS4, we'll play it on channel and see if my opinion of it holds. Before I remember, I love Resident Evil 4. I have issues with certain things about Resident Evil 4. I do think the escorting mission sort of part of it is just, which is a good chunk of the game, it's not great. Yeah, what the fuck is that? How do we do this? Symphony of the Night I have at 30. I feel like that's a bit high. Link to the Past at 34. And Contra at 33. I think those are a bit high. Contra, oh my god, yeah, this list is fucked. Holy shit, this list is completely fucked. And oh my god, this list makes no sense. I'm looking at this fucking list. It literally makes no sense to me. I don't know how I placed these things. Like, what the fuck? What are we doing? How do we open this? Because obviously there's some sort of mechanic thing going here where... Should I look it up? I think I'm going to look it up. Man, I don't see... How do we open this? Oh, there we go.
Case must have cost more than the trumpet.
That's funny looking at this. I have Eco at 36. I don't know how the fuck it's even on this list. Like, I love Eco. I mean, like, I don't love Eco. I like Eco. But there's no reason it's on this list. Like, I believe at the time, that was when I first played it. But still, it's funny that's even on the list. Especially at 36. That's way too fucking high. Like, Link to the Past is at 34.
Close at hand.
I love Link to the Past, but I've never finished Link to the Past. Why is it even on this list this high? Same thing with Contra. I love Contra. I played the shit out of Contra as a kid, but I never came close to finishing Contra. So I feel like it's tough to have it this high on the list. But it's funny. Batman Arkham City's on there at 38. Bioshock 44, which I think is about right. It's about where I have it now. Shadow of the Colossus, I have at 42. What the fuck? Again, I mean, Shadow of the Colossus is one that's just weird to me because it's like when I play Shadow of the Colossus, I don't really love it. But then, like, I just have like this respect for Shadow of the Colossus that I feel weird not putting it. Like, I think at the time I felt weird not putting it on the list, but obviously now, like, I would not put it on the list just because it's not a game that I love to play. And again, I do plan on picking up the remake that came out this year at some point, and we'll give it a shot. We'll probably play it on channel, and we'll see how it goes.
You have a news source, or is this coming from what's left in circulation?
Yeah, based on what I've actually played, not my favorite game in the world. You have LA Noire on here at 45. Like, NBA Street Volume 2 is at 46, which, I mean, like, compared to all these other games that are much higher, I don't know why that isn't higher. Because I played the shit out of that game. I love NBA Street Volume 2. I used to play that for hours and hours, like just creating my own character, going through the, whatever it was, I forgot what the story mode part of it was. I used to just play a whole bunch of random games all the time. Like, it was just fun. I really loved NBA Street Volume 2. Like, Final Fantasy X's on here at 48, which I think, for the time, I think that's about right. The problem with Final Fantasy... Is that Final Fantasy 5? I meant Final Fantasy 10. Wait, Final Fantasy 10. The problem with Final Fantasy 10 nowadays for me is just I haven't played it in so long that I don't remember most of it. And again, it's another one. I plan on picking it up on PS4 at some point, and when I do, we'll probably play it on channel. We'll have some fun with it, but as of right now, I don't have it. I have Wind Waker at 54. Again, like another one that, like, I played Wind Waker. I've never, mind you, I have never finished a Legend of Zelda game. I should say that. Like, I've played a lot of Zelda games, but I've never finished a Legend of Zelda game. I've never finished, any of them, right? Yeah. I mean, I've played, obviously I played the original Zelda. I've played Zelda 2, obviously. I've played,
contraband through the club.
Link to the Past, played Ocarina, played Majora's Mask, played Wind Waker, played... Essentially, I played all the main series ones, I believe, with the exception of Skyward Sword. And I mean, Breath of the Wild, I played for like 20 minutes at Target. So that doesn't really count either. So it's like, I mean... Yeah, I've never finished any of them, so... Like, again, like, nowadays, I wouldn't even put them on the list. Just because I feel like... And also, another thing about it is also I don't have a great memory of them. So, like, on my current list of top 100 games of all time, I believe pretty much every game in the top, like, 80 or so are games that I have finished. I believe. Actually, no, I mean, Grand Theft Auto 3 is on there. I never finished Grand Theft Auto 3. But I played the shit out of it, mind you. But, yeah, and Donkey Kong Country, I don't think I ever finished Donkey Kong Country, but again, it's a very nostalgic game. But either way. But yeah, like, the majority of the games on the list now are games that I have either finished or played the shit out of. Like, I wouldn't really, make the list the way I did then, now. Just because I feel like, to be on the list at all, it has to be a game I've either finished or beaten the shit out of, so, yeah. Okay, there's more clues. Okay, there's something here. Yeah, I'm just scrolling through the list still. I mean, Shenmue's on there, which again, I feel like Shenmue's just another one that I need to play again. I really enjoyed it at the time, but it's just one I don't really have good memory of, so that's why it's not on my current list.
Never fired.
Mind you,
Maybe greased yet.
obviously it's released on PS4 now.
Serial numbers.
So I'll probably pick it up at some point. I hear that the port isn't great though.
Look at these things.
But well, either way.
They're BARs. You get the odd guy who sneaks one of them home from the war. How did he get 3?
Yeah, it's just funny looking at this list. Like Panzer Dragoon Orta is at 68, which is a good game. I really like Panzer Dragoon Orta, but has no reason to be that high on the list. Yeah, Bully's on there, 82, which I think is around the same spot it is now on my current list. I have Persona 4 on there at 89. Again, I think the reason at the time that I didn't have it higher is because at that point I had already forgotten about a lot of it. And at this point, obviously, I have like no memory of Persona 4. I mean, obviously Persona 5 I have a lot of memory of because I played the shit out of it just earlier this year. Alright, that's all the clues. But Persona 4, I have almost no memory of it. Okay, we got talk to her now.
Detective Phelps, Administrative Vice Squad.
Welcome to the
Yeah, Gears of War's
Club,
on here at 88.
Feels like I've had half the LAPD in here today already.
How lovely. Yakuza is on here, which is funny because again, nowadays I have no memory of Yakuza. I have played it.
Any idea?
I don't think I ever finished it though, but I have played it, but I just don't
my day
remember
off.
it.
If I had been here, honey, I'd be full of holes just like the others.
Want to level with me, miss?
Was that right? I don't know.
This place has been on the slide for years.
Amazing Island is on this list. That's pretty great. Amazing Island, if you don't know, is a GameCube game. It's a really weird game where they try to like mix Pokemon with like Mario Party. And it's like a really strange game, but it's like super fun. Beyblade V-Force Ultimate Blader Jam's only at 91, which is funny because like nowadays I would have it much higher. Like I believe nowadays I have it like at around 50. I think. I'm gonna look it up right now. Yeah, I have it at 53, so it's funny that I had it that low then. Because the thing about that game is that that's another game that I played the shit out of. And I was able to speedrun it like over and over again in like 30 minutes. It was super fun. I really loved that game back then. It's not the greatest game in the world, I mean, obviously, which is probably why I have it at 91, but it's funny that nowadays I have it like so much higher, even though I haven't played it at all since then. I think she's telling the truth there, right?
Where do you think you got the money?
My guess was that he was selling this sort of quality
Paper Mario is at 92. Is Paper Mario even on my modern list?
Thank you for your help, man.
It should be if it isn't. Okay, it is. Holy shit! It's at 39 though. That's probably too high. Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, looking at these lists is pretty interesting. Yeah, let's look at the 2017 one. Yeah, my 2017 list here. Last of Us is number 1. So, yeah. Wait, where did I have it in 2016? I had it at number 2. Okay. Yeah, so I moved it to number 1, which again, now I would move it down a lot. really. Like, I don't know where it would even be. Okay, well, we're gonna leave, right?
You know the way. You can drive.
Yeah, okay. So I think we'll end the episode here. We're at 30 minutes. Next episode, we will continue on. I'll probably talk more about this list that I have here. Actually, some interesting things on this list, actually. I'm looking at it right now. Some things that are definitely different now. But whatever. Next episode, we'll continue on. But for now, thank you for watching.